distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for us to welcome you at this formal book release ceremony, authored by Mr. Hitesh Tiwari, Principal, Balbharti Public School, Anuppur. Dear guests, whenever you read a good book somewhere in the world, a door opens to allow in more light. The book, Thoughtful Thoughts, is a true replica of practical experiences of the real world, human relationships, fostering values and highlighting the keen demands of the contemporary world. Let me take this opportunity to introduce the author to you. Mr. Hitesh Tiwari has been a professional development trainer and career counselor. Since his early years of professional life, he has been very much inclined to writing. He published his first book, Human Values and Professional Ethics, in 2010-11, which was co-authored by Mr. Rajesh Kochar and Mr. Devendra Kumar. After that, he got occupied in his professional life and is presently working as the principal of Balbharti Public School, Anuppur. Yet he finds time to write his way incessantly. He has been a CBSE resource person since 2018 and has conducted a series of training sessions. Mr. Hitesh is honestly a true nature lover and derives his inspiration to write from there. He loves places, cultures, cuisines, and that can never stop him from exploring new areas. With this brief introduction, I would like to take you to the virtual book release program. When you learn to read, you will be born again, and you will never be quite so alone again. Our eminent readers too align with this thought. Don't you want to know what they say?
Heartiest congratulations to Mr. Hitesh Tiwari, a young, aspiring, energetic author. His first book, Thoughtful Thoughts, is a collection of his positive views assembled on a day-to-day basis over a period of time. The book reflects his enthusiasm towards life and encourages the readers to develop a zeal towards living a positive life. I wish Mr. Hitesh Tiwari a successful career as an author.
Lots of best wishes to Mr. Hitesh Tiwari. His book Thoughtful Thoughts is a pleasant read. It's a captivating journey, I must say, where you are able to explore your life and yourselves. Actually, the author has got something to say to everybody, and I'm sure that people will be able to relate to everything that he says. The book is just like his wisdom is splattered on every page. You know, the wisdom he has gained from his experiences with different people in different situations. And the purpose of the book is to make the reader a better and worthy human being. And I really appreciate the beautiful presentation of the author's mind in this book. A very good luck.
enough to teach children to read. We have to give them something worth reading, something that will stretch their inspiration. Let's get to hear what the children feel about this book.
Do mistakes, but learn from them, and then don't repeat them ever. So, very few words, but they're definitely going to change your life if you seriously follow them. And I've taken these words from, I think, one of the most inspiring collection of thoughts I have read till now. It's the compilation of thoughts, the Thoughtful Thoughts by Hitesh sir. And guys, trust me, when I was going through these thoughts one by one, the only thing that struck in my mind was that, when you want to elaborate a thing, that's easy. But whenever you want to, just try to explain a huge experience in just few words, that's not easy. And he has actually tried to explain the essence of life, whether it's success, failure, mistakes, or anything. I mean, everything which everyone needs to live their life in the most cherishing manner. So he has tried to explain all these things in his collection, in his compilation of thoughts in a very gentle manner and in a very inspiring manner. So I was really moved when I was going through his words one by one. So if you want to overcome the most, the toughest obstacle in your life, just go through it once. If you want to enjoy every single moment of your life, just go through his words. And guys, it's definitely going to change your life. If you're, it would be feeling like, once you complete the thoughts compilation, you'd be having a feeling of, yes, I can do that. And this feeling actually makes your life successful. Once you go through these thoughts, you're definitely going to have it.
Fear is a mechanism of mind designed to keep you safe, but sometimes it can get out of control. Freedom from innate fears will allow you to free yourself from the hold your fears have over you. Here I quote Mr. Hitesh Tiwari, our honorable principal. Real freedom is when you are free from inner fears and false beliefs. I personally find this quote very relevant because unless we break the shackles of fears and misbeliefs which apparently never existed, we would never be able to live our life as we expected, and we would never be able to achieve our goals.
The world's best singers and known as the world's biggest boy band. Think for a moment. Right now it's time for you to fight. Right now it's time for you to choose what you want to do.
Do make mistakes, but learn from them and then don't repeat them ever. I find this quote pertinent owing to the fact that mistakes help us learn the existing theory of life between good and bad. We should not fall under pressure. Instead, we should rise above our mistakes.
The more exposure you have, the more experience you get. The more experience you have, the more possibilities you know. The more possibilities you have, the more opportunities you get. So keep exploring. I find it most relevant as it applies in every step of my life.
This thought very well explains that we should always be passionate about our dreams. Passion is a major driving force to make any work successful. Passion has a top priority in a student's life.
Many of us, including me, have a misconception that education means getting good grades in school, getting a good college, and eventually having a successful career. But this is not the true meaning of education. Real education is which makes you a better human being rather than making you better at your career. These lines have a great impact on my life. Most of us race for good grades in school, but we lag behind being a good human being. Our orthodox mind has made a trend of getting a good education, which means getting a good grade in school. But this is not the true meaning of education. A real education means that being a gentleman, a gentlewoman. Real education means being a socially intelligent person rather than just being an intelligent person in your school, and moreover being a good human being.
A great book is not the outcome of a day or a month, but a collection of countless precious experiences gathered over years. Let me invite our dear author to share some tangible experiences.
Thanks, Gautam. Namaskar, everyone. It's a great pleasure and honor for me that after days of sleepless nights, genuine dedication, and tireless endeavors, finally the day has come, which every author or writer waits for. That is the launch of his book. Due to the current situation, we are going for the e-launch program of my e-book. And the title of my book is The Thoughtful Thoughts, a constructive perspective to a successful life. Dear readers, this e-book is for all age groups of readers. Every page of the book reveals or connects you to a different story that you can find yourself with. It's a collection of experience and observations made over years through many different situations and circumstances. I believe you will find this a reflection of the practical world and you will come up with a new perspective. The best part is that its application in my personal life got me miraculous result. That's why I don't see it as a book but a way of life which will lead us to a refined self. To say, many people perceive that if a person achieves success early in his life, it's merely his luck. But here I want to restate one of my favorite quotes from the book. Someone says all the best. Someone says all the best. Others say best of luck. But I say luck is with you. Just do your best. Dear readers, I have deliberately chosen this day, the 14th of November 2020, to release my ebook because it's a children's day. At the same time, Diwali falls on the same day. So it's a double dhamaka. And I have a surprise for you. Yes, you heard it right, a surprise. On this jovial day, this ebook of mine shall be made available free of cost for all my worthy readers. Yes, you heard it right. It will be free of cost. The link will be shared on my Facebook page, that is www.facebook.com/Hitesh Tiwari page. So stay tuned. Thank you. A success story can never be won without support from friends and well-wishers, either physically or emotionally. How can I miss to express my keen gratitude to Mrs. Masuma Singha, Principal, DAV Public School, Solar, for being an outstanding mentor and a generous guide. I owe my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Gautam Singh, English faculty, Bal Bharati Public School, Anuppur, whose readiness to render any kind of literary assistant at a very short notice leaves a special place in my heart. For videography and technical assistant, I express my sincere thankfulness to Mr. Mahesh Pateja and Mr. Ajay Tiwari. They have been really blessings in disguise. I also thankful to my management and all the well-wishers for their best wishes that inspire me to do better the next time. Dear readers, it is just a journey. Together we shall make it a pleasant memory. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you everyone for making your presence feasible at such a short notice. It has been a delightful time shared with learned people like you all. Thank you very much. Namaskar.